And as Jim just said, we are live here at CPAC 2013, still out on the floor as all the action is taking place. So we have the cutting edge stuff happening for you, just like the breaking stuff you just saw. My co-host Jim Hoft, of course, you know him. My guest right now, Benjamin Smith, he is a Navy SEAL, so you know we're going to get to that one. And also Stephani Scruggs, she's executive director of PAC912.com. Welcome. Tell us what initiatives you all are involved in right now.
Well, right now we're working on Second Amendment rights. It's crucially important to what we do. We're kind of known as defenders of the Constitution, various amendments, but I'm a gun girl from way back, and I like my weapons of all shapes and sizes. and I want more ammo. I can't get any right now. It's really
exactly. Well, when the government's buying it all up, it's kind of hard.
It's problematic. It is, and the brass too. So we're working on those things, and then Benjamin, as our director of strategic affairs, is also working on national security and on Benghazi.
Well, as a Navy SEAL, you have to have some really special insight. I understand you actually were roommates and friends with one of the victims there. Tell us what you can.
Well, with Chris Kyle, we went through buds together. He was my roommate, and you know, got to know him really well. And we weren't in the same platoons, we weren't on the same teams. We went our separate ways. But you know, he was the hero. He was the man you thought he was. He had that integrity. He had that intensity. He had the brains, and he was that man. And going to the memorial and going to the funeral, it was amazing to see the outpouring of America along that highway, 400 miles from Dallas to Austin, of everyone, thousands of people along the highway, people on the other side stopping, getting out, cops on the side of the road saluting, everyone on the bridges and stuff like that. But the thing is, the president, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything in the government mentioning it. You didn't see anything on TV mentioning it, where, you know, somebody, you have the, what is it, the senator who got shot in the face.
Sure.
Giffords.
3 weeks.
Yes, Gabby Giffords.
Non-stop coverage.
Now you have an American hero who gets murdered, and they don't say a thing.
It's horrible. I'm so glad that you guys are looking into it. And I was speaking with Catherine Herridge from Fox News, one of the few reporters who's been reporting on this story. She said there's still so many questions about the Benghazi terror attack, and it's just, we're very grateful that you guys are looking into that, and hopefully we'll have some more answers to that.
That's exactly what we're working on. I mean, Benjamin's experience as a SEAL and with his connections in military and just some of the legislative connections that we have, doing some investigations, getting the answers. We're the survivors, the 32 survivors that no one has been allowed to speak to.
Exactly.
Why can't the public hear from them as to what happened at that compound?
Exactly. And the other question that a lot of people we still don't know the answer to is, where was the president that night? We know that he had this pre-planned meeting that had been on the schedule for a while. It wasn't called because our embassy was our consulate was under attack. He just happened to have that on his itinerary, and then he's gone. So it's shocking. All these questions still left to be answered.
Yes.
Well, the truth of the matter is we have the most incompetent president when it comes to many issues, but particularly in our national security. Once again, Barack Obama was absent.
Yes,
Amen to
exactly.
that.
Well, thank you all so much for your work.
Right.
People can find you at PAC912.com. And sorry for your loss, and thank you for your service, and thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you so much.
It's America's loss.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. With that said, we are going to go to a quick break, and we're going to come back. Don't forget, take up the torch, the long version of the video coming up at the end of the show. You're going to want to stay tuned for that.
We'll pole vault in.